can't you don't know what people expect you to do and stuff, and then you make those mistakes and you quickly accumulate and bad things. But we talked about it. We don't want anybody to do all they're capable of doing, and we fix things. And younger guys get comfortable, and just nobody expects them to do anything more than they can do. And we just shut down, we put it in a simple place and shut down the rivalry, and it's been helping.
I know you shrugged it off last time when we were up in Montreal, but what can you do to maybe turn things around from a personal standpoint, just to maybe get the puck spots in your way?
I don't know. I don't have an answer to that, but I felt good last game. I played there. I played a good game, and I get those goals you can't do anything about. But I think it's just a team thing more importantly than a personal thing. We really haven't played our best hockey against them.
We have this? No.
Maybe it's a style they play, and maybe it isn't. I don't know. But no, I like how our game is right now and how we're playing, and how we're playing team defense. And if we keep doing that, no matter who we play against, we're going to give ourselves a chance.
I mean, does it come down to basically winning? I mean, and that's going to shut people up or stop questions about why does Tuukka struggle against Montreal?
Well, that's what it is. If people don't watch the games, obviously they just look at the stats and whatnot. So obviously people are going to chirp you, question you. But as far as I know where I stand and where my game stands, it's all I care about. And as far as team's concerned, I think we're focused on ourselves and playing a solid 60-minute game. As I said, we're going to give our chance to win, and then I'm sure it's going to start changing the other way.
But I'm sure you would love to stop hearing those questions too, right?
Yeah. I mean,
what's the problem with Montreal?
Exactly.
Why can't you beat them?
But I can't really answer that. No matter how many times people ask me, I just do the same stuff, throw myself the same way because I don't feel like it's it's any more exciting game than anything else. It's just a game like anything else. Yeah, that's it.
But how important is it for you to kind of have the
Come over here, then we'll close up.
just have the mentality of hey, we'll figure it out?
Well, that's the toughest thing, I think, for everybody, because the rivalry is so huge, on the outside of the locker room. Everybody talks about it. It's a great thing. But, if we get caught up in that hype, then, our focus is going to fade away from the game, and that's the last thing we want to do. So I think that's the toughest part for me, too. And especially when you don't win games, and people question what's going on with him. He doesn't win Montreal, so I just try to keep him calm and win the game.
How good a test is just 2 games on the road, Toronto, Montreal. Toronto's playing better, obviously. Montreal always presents those challenges. You've won a lot of games at home, and now you're going to have to sort of prove it on the road.
Yeah, you know what? I think our road games they were better at the start of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Our home record was pretty bad at the start, and then went on the road and won some games. So I don't think the road has never been an issue for us, but now it's just a matter of doing the same things we started doing in the past 5 games at home, and transferring that on the road.
I feel like you're in a pretty good groove now, with your play.
Yeah, I felt good all season. I mean, obviously the results weren't there early on, but that just shows that it doesn't matter. Who's playing in goal? If you don't play a team game, it's not going to help. And we talked about that. It was a good wake-up call for us. So I felt good all year, but I think everybody in the team has stepped up and we started playing team defense more. That's helped us.
I won't say bailed out, but in the third period last night, to keep it where it was at 2 games, you make some big stops.
Well, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 good ones, but I still feel like our defense has been pretty good because I haven't had to make those unbelievable saves. I watch the highlights, I'm never there, so it's a good thing. Yeah.
How much do you feel like that is just the guys are now, you talked about respecting the system a couple weeks ago, the homestand.
It's a lot of it is because, I've played the same way since the start of the year. And, we get goals scored on the back door and the tips and stuff, and not being strong in front of the net. That's out of my hands, so to speak. So we really talked about it as a group, and everybody has stepped up, and a lot of credit goes to the guys because I feel like I have a chance to.
Going into the stretch where you knew you were going to have 3 rookies on defense, though, did you anticipate you might have to change your mentality, worry about making more bigger saves, having more periods like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, maybe a little bit. You know, I mean, you always expect them to be nervous, you know, for breakdowns to happen, but I don't think we've seen that at all.
Yeah. Right.
So it's really good.
Was it hard to kind of have that mentality earlier in the year that I'm okay and I'm playing the way I should when some of the goals were going in and the breakdowns were happening? You're kind of wondering, is it me? Is it the defense? Like, what's going on?
Not really, not that bad. You know, I felt good all year mentally. You know, I felt sharp and really comfortable out there. But you know, it's just obviously it's frustrating when those goals go in, and you know, you look at them and you talk about it, you feel like there's nothing you can do differently. So it's a mental challenge, but that's that's a fun part of the sport.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Tukes. Tukes.
Yep.
Why can't you win in Montreal? Thanks, bud.
All right.